Hey everyone, this is Red Silvers. Welcome back to Let's Play the Final Fantasy V 4-Job Fiesta. So I came back here so I could get this chest because it has a ninja suit. And I'll show you, it's really dumb how I missed this because this is where I needed to go. So I just wanted to come and grab that. But I'm not going to make you watch me backtrack through this whole dungeon. So I'm going to actually cut it off here and I will meet you back in Karnak in just a moment. Alright, so we are back. We have Ferris as our party leader for this part of the game. We're gonna head into the town here. I think Sid's at the inn, actually. I know the Queen is at the inn. Oh yeah, Sid might actually be at the pub now that I think about it. Yeah, Queen's not doing too hot. So let's see. Alright, so he's all depressed. Somehow he left before us, and we detoured to get a treasure chest, but here he is showing up late. I guess that's because he doesn't have awesome crystal power, so he had to avoid all the random battles. Fortunately, we have a plot-related grandson here. I do want to know how this entire civilization is based around 4 crystals, but nobody knows where one of them is. So they're going to take off to the fire ship now. It's the fire-powered ship in this translation, but I remember it as just fire ship, and it's easier to remember, so we're going to head out. And get into a random encounter, because why not? I'm not too worried about this random encounter. I fought all the fights on the way back from the temple, or from the Library of the Ancients, but I just thought I'd skip that backtracking for the sake of the audience. I don't know what that is that they just randomly moved. So I know if you play this on the Super Nintendo version, there is a ROM hack that removes all the story bits. Like, you get to one of the boss fights, for example, and it just skips the storyline text and you just walk up and talk to the boss and start the fight. So, if you were really wanting to do this and not have to plod through the story, you could do that. But there's at least one person watching this that's never played Final Fantasy V before, or somebody that's watching it because they actually are interested in the story, so that's why I'm not going crazy with skipping this all. I actually met part of the group that did the Super Nintendo fan translation back in the day. I met them at Limit Break. And that was kind of a surreal moment because I was playing an English translation of another Super Nintendo game. I was playing Slayers. And they just come up to me and they were asking about the translation, and I was just like, oh, you know, I understand that somebody that I am an acquaintance with was involved in the project in one way, and got talking without realizing who they were. It was just kind of funny. So this is actually an actual spot on the map you can see. In fact, we went right past it earlier. If you go there, you can fight the weakest enemies in the game for some reason. Basically, the big plot dump here is that Gallop is starting to remember things, and they use the crystals as a prison, and that's kind of what's causing problems, and these guys are just snoozing on the job. So I'm not sure if you talk to mid first if the dialogue is different there. So they're going to take off, and we have a boat that is not powered by wind and not powered by sea dragons. Drop that F in chat for Sildra. So, we have a new vehicle. And actually, can I buy stuff for my ninja yet? I'm not sure if I actually can or not. Oh, we don't have the stuff for the ninja yet. You can get consumable items that they can throw. So eventually I want to stock up on those, but for now, let's see. How do I pull up the map again? See, there's not very many places that you can go, and there's not a whole lot of buttons you can push, but there are random encounters. That was kind of bizarre timing. So most of the enemies out here are weak to lightning element, which we don't really have a way to deal right now. But that's okay. I'm not super worried about anything here. I was kind of hoping that that would do a little more damage. Oh, but there are some of the lightning scrolls. That's exactly what I was looking to buy. So yeah, we were actually able to sail back toward where the library was, but there's a lot of places we can't go. There's kind of a lot of dead ends. Let's see here. Let's actually... Oh, those ones absorbed it. That didn't actually... That was actually kind of dumb. So they must be weak to fire then. That explains why they dropped Thunder Scrolls, though. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, that seemed a lot more like fire was the trick against them. But I mean, we got back what we lost, so that's not a huge deal. So there are places we can go. Just kind of getting my bearings. There is a side quest I want to do, but I actually kind of want to go up this way, I think. Okay, here's the meteor. I didn't mean to get out of that boat. I'm just gonna go for Ibrit this time. Especially on a back attack. Okay, so the Sahagin is not super worried about that. I see. Later on in the game, there are going to be random encounters that I'm going to be very concerned about, but right now we're not at that point. Looks like he takes a lot more damage from the ice than he does the fire. That's weird. Well, if we gotta fight with a bunch of this... No, that was the wrong combination. Go back. Okay, we're going kind of around the landmass here. Let's see how Shiva does against him. It was alright. We're definitely getting set on those lightning scrolls. Okay, we can't sail on those rivers. Now this might be a better one. Yeah, we'll still have the one guy that won't take damage, but... The other guy up there didn't take very much damage either. Interesting. Just kind of filling with stuff, seeing what works. Once we get to where we're headed, we can heal, so... That definitely wasn't worthwhile. Dude, this guy's tanky as heck. He's still up. Guess he's dropping lots of goodies. I need to remember to buy potions next time I stop. This is toward the area that I'm headed to. Alright, double sylph time. Gotta keep blending up. I should take care of him. Just keep everybody topped off. So lightning scrolls are definitely not in short supply now. I think this is where we're headed, yeah. Let's just get rid of him right from the start. We're here, we can heal up now, we're not worried about this. And we can come here later, we don't have to do this now, but I'm going to try it now anyway. For good reason. Okay, so here's Easterly Village. In some of the translations it was Easterly, I kind of like that name more. It just seems more like a name. Well, let's buy some potions while we're here. Buy medicine before you go. Wait a minute. This is a little nowhere town. So you might be wondering why we came all the way out here. Is there anything in any of this? Took a spin around the flower bed. I don't know if the equipment here is any better. Oh, this is... This is actually not important for us, but there's the toad spell. We have no reason to turn anybody into a toad. I do see that bard up there, so I want to work my way over there. Oh, and there's some monster that looks like an old man wandering around, zapping people. Oh yeah, come up to this one. I don't know how this guy knows who we are, but we just learned a song, a bard song, but we can't be a bard. There's treasure behind the waterfall, but we can't get there. Move it, old man. But, yeah, we're gonna be roaming the woods here, and there's a bit of randomness to this. But this is side quest stuff. Here he is! Ow. All those thunder scrolls are gonna be useless! Useless, I say! He hurts. He hurts a lot. Actually, Sylph is not much worse than using Ifrit. Yeah, keep those shields up. That's good. That wasn't very good, though. Marks is our DPS right now. Yeah, Sylph is doing, as I think, is doing more benefit than trying to hit him. Oh no, not my mana that Gallop isn't using. Whatever will I do without that? Actually, in general, it seems like the summoners are carrying this fight. They're doing more consistent damage and they're healing us. I didn't even check the shop to see if there was better goods there. I'm gonna find a bunch of really awesome stuff that I should have had for this fight when I go there. I don't know if Remora will do anything with him. Nope. No, don't throw. Oh! Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought that was going to hurt a lot more than his other thunder spells, but it really didn't. I think we keep up this pace, we got this. Okay, so he's actually one that we have to go into the menu and learn. But we just got another summon. So now we have Rama. And we got that on the first attempt. Didn't screw up. I love when things just work out like that. So this is an entirely optional area. You don't have to come here at any point for the game. But obviously if you have a bard, you'd want to come and get the bard song. And coming here with the summon is important. Coming here for the summon is important. But what do you have? You got an old man in your back here. Oh yeah. This is where like crazy good stuff is that we can't afford. Some in-game stuff might require those. Okay, so there's not really anything crazy we missed in the shop. But we might have been a little low level for that attempt. Let's see here. I think we're just going to go ahead and Pac-Man around the map here. And there's at least one person that's like, what do you mean Pac-Man around the map? But so we're here kind of on the other side of where we've been. This is over kind of near the waltz area. Oh look, I can actually use these efficiently. Yeah, so we're near Waltz, but we're on the opposite side of the mountain range, so we couldn't have actually gotten to this part of the map before. Well, things are definitely going well for us right now. The Ciebus is a bit weaker. So I know where the game wants me to go, but I'm just kind of eyeballing stuff on the map here. I think Tycoon is over here. Yeah, Tycoon's right there. You can't see it, but... Well, see, I don't think we can really go to any of the optional areas. Maybe we could go to Licks? I'm not sure on that. But anyway, the world map in this area is made up of a bunch of chains. And then there's the Crescent Island here. And if we come here, we can get in a random fight. No, I'm not gonna waste a scroll. We'll just old man it. Since we haven't seen this one yet. And we're at the town anyway. Alright, nice peaceful town. Or earthquakes. Well, that was a short little trip. No, we didn't need that ship. How unlucky. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that. The Fertile Crescent, huh? Interesting. Rock-like monsters ate gold hairpins. Wouldn't chocobo racing be extreme? Oh, we have another bard guy. This may all be for naught. Do a little jig. I think when you've mastered everything, you can come back here to get a song, but that may not ever be necessary. What do they have in the shops here? Magic that we can't use, but I'm more interested in, like, equipment. What do we have here? We got bows and harps. That's silly. And actually, now that I think about it, the bard songs are never going to be important because in hindsight, I think that a bard is a job that we won't have access to. Clothes that prevent silence? Well, that's handy. And actually, I never did give you the ninja suit either. So we'll keep them with those elven mantles. So the only other place we can go is this forest. And I'm not worried about conserving anything. So here we have Chocobo Forest. This Chocobo is not like Boko. Chocobo's too fat to fly. He didn't giddy. So yeah, here's the other two jobs we could have gotten from Karnak. Bard and Ranger. So we won't be getting Bard and we won't have Ranger, which is one of the most broken moves in this. But hey, and of course there's only one thing to do. Alright, so now Black Chocobo can fly over the mountains, but can only land in forests. So it's a little different from the Drake that we had before, where we're way off kilter here. But we can't fly over these high peaks. So we can still come back here to Tycoon. Now we can pretty much access everywhere that we've been so far in the game. But sometimes it might mean we have a way to land. Like over here's the Wind Drake. And since I know Tactics Lion is watching this with his kids asked how they all ride on one dragon. Pretty sure that the Chocobo here is smaller than the Wind Drake though, so you figure that out. But let's see here. Here's a little area we couldn't get to before. And over here is the area that we saw in the flashback where Exdeath was sealed. But there were 4 rocks before, now there's just 1. And we could have briefly seen that when we were traveling between the 2 meteorites. But yeah, we have to have a place to land. We can't land off the forest. And here's the town of Lix. This is where Bart's is from. We have a free inn. So that means at this point in the game we have access to a free inn anytime we want. As long as we can get to the to the black chocobo. But of course, it's Final Fantasy V. And Final Fantasy V wouldn't be Final Fantasy V if everyone didn't have insomnia. I don't make the rules, that's just the way that the game goes. I don't quite get how you can just change the name on the tombstone and suddenly, oh look, they're both here. But I guess it's more about your feelings than anything. I also really like this song. How Bart's got anywhere from this town that's surrounded entirely by mountains, I don't know. But I like the NPCs here. Bart's, look what you left behind, you fool. Oh, another flashback. Oh, this one's silly. I would not be patient enough to do this. I don't know why Bart's had green hair when he was a kid. SMRT. I am so smart. Have I mentioned that this translation is one of my favorites? Although anything's better than the PS1 translation. Some bard. Is he a spoony bard? No, that's someone else. What do we have at the shop? It's all at a discount. So if you need to get any of your basic goods, this is where to get them, because they're going to be cheaper. Which, even the stuff that I'm not sure we'll need, it's always good to have a couple. But before we go too far into the game, we will keep this area up. And here we can get a bunch of the scrolls. We have 2 flame scrolls. I'll get a few of those. Again, this is something we can come back and stock up on. And something we've already got, so. It's just the basic item shop that's got the discount, but still. I don't know why I went to the magic shop. I want to go to Bart's house. So that's why Bart's has green hair, because his mom has green hair. I always thought that Dorgan here looked kind of like Edgar. Not so much in his face portrait there, but like his little overworld sprite. There's another little reference there. And we got another bard song. We're getting all the bard songs that we won't need. But that's all to do here for now, but we'll come back to stock up on stuff eventually. So there's the Wind Shrine. Actually, while we're out here, let's see. Here's where the canal is. So yeah, I guess you could have seen this on Ferris's boat from the beginning of the game. But we're gonna head down. Do we really have to land that far away? Okay, we're not going to come here yet. I think I'm going to check in on the pirates. What is this? Can't do nothing with that. Okay, so we need to head back toward the Library of the Ancients. Which, fortunately, has lots of forest around it. Just everyday normal floating, that's all. We crossed burning sand every day and liked it. Alright, so we need to go on foot here. This game is very silly with its use of vehicles. I don't know why I picked Sylph instead of one of the other spells. Not super threatened by anything in this area now, anyway. I'll take an elixir, though. Anytime I can get an elixir is good. A bear? I wasn't expecting to get into a random encounter just like that. If I had a Beastmaster, this would be an interesting fight. I don't, we're just gonna take care of him. But yeah, we can't cross the shifting sands. You aren't that sophisticated of a guy. Don't use magic, uh-oh. I'm not sure why we'd be sorry. We might have to find out. I didn't save. Yeah, this fight is silly if you attack where he isn't. What happens if I hit him with this? Apparently, nothing. Stay there, good. He moved, but he didn't move to a different spot. So you gotta watch out for that, because if you hit the wrong spot, then you get hit with a counterattack. And maybe that's why they're saying to be careful of magic, because like, you could use an AoE spell, and then you wreck your life. Like if I used Shiva, for example, then I hit the two holes and get counterattacked. Maybe that's what they were warning us about. Of course, the big problem with this guy is if you get stuck with a berserker as one of your jobs and you can't tell them where to go. Otherwise, it's just more about dealing with his gimmick. But I can deal with this. This isn't too bad at all. There we go. we have our bridge, but first... should do a safety save. And we'll top off. Just because we can. Because really I should have done that half hour ago. Yeah, I should have done that before that boss fight, but... I don't have anything interesting to say, okay. And now we can go through the desert, dealing with stuff like this. I'm gonna bet that... Where's my water scrolls? Because I need to organize stuff again. But yeah, that's gonna be the trick there. Yeah, so far we've got a pretty nice balanced party set up. I don't think there's really a wrong way through this maze. And I guess I could have done Chocobo instead of Sylph during the boss fight, but... it was handy anyway. No need to second guess things. Hello. Alright, we skipped that whole desert. A bomb? They look kind of goofy in this game. I don't know what their AI is like later on, but... that was a mistake. Oh no, he didn't heal from it. Okay. But yeah, we're pretty much set here. Here's where we're going to pick things up. We're going to be picking that up at the start of the next video. And so, as always, until next time, this has been Red Silvers. Have yourself a good night.